Well, I have a little interesting thing here to show you from Science News, very recent, September. And it's all about how salamanders and lizards can lose their tail and regrow it, but they're saying salamanders, when they regrow their tails, they can regenerate the nerves that go in there, but lizards can't. Now, notice, of course, that they're saying that this, well, I'll let you see the whole article so you can read it all by pushing stop or pause, but it says, through evolution, lizard neural stem cells have lost the ability to regenerate the nerves. And so they transplanted some salamander stem cells into the lizard's tail stumps, and lo and behold, they were able to regenerate a little bit of the nerve cells. Now, this assumes, because they said lizards lost this ability, it assumes that lizards once had that ability. You know what? Reptiles have more complex and intricate and centralized nervous systems and all their systems than salamanders and other amphibians do. Evolutionists think it's because they're more evolved. We just think they're a different classification of living thing, that God just made all these different complexities in the different kinds reproducing after their kinds from the beginning on. And that's those are two worldviews, really. But here's what I want to make the point. You know, maybe lizards did have a mutation where they lost the ability to regenerate nerves. But you know, if I was a lizard and I had a pretty good sensing, complex nervous system, I wouldn't want to feel it every time I lost my tail. You know, like Wolverine always having to feel it when those claws come out. Actually, it might be a pretty good, natural thing, and it might be something that God or evolution, created these lizards with in the first place. But in their hurry, in their rush to love on Darwin and to say everything is evolution. Evolution did this, evolution did that, everything's because, and to annex every known fact of science as some kind of a more big proof, more proof, look at all the proof, more proof that evolution's true. They forget in their eagerness that maybe it's natural for the lizards to not regenerate. Maybe it's actually survival of the fittest. This is a more fit thing. And whether it's evolution or God, these lizards might naturally not want to regrow their tails. So putting salamander stem cells in there and causing them pain like this might actually be a bad thing for these poor lizards who have been forced to feel it when they detach their tails or it gets ripped off or something like that. Well, at any rate, take a look at the quote I have underneath here by Thomas Nagel, an atheist philosopher, used to be at NYU, now he's at Rutgers. And from his book, The Last Word, back in the 90s, he said, it's silly, and he says this as an evolutionary atheist, he says, it's kind of silly to account everything as being evolution. He said it's rather ridiculous and an overuse. So keep thinking. God bless, Dr. Jackson.